Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a marketing strategy that honestly feels a bit like magic. But really, it all comes down to one simple thing: location. We're going to see how knowing exactly where your customers are can literally change the game for your business. Okay, let's start with a moment I'm sure we've all had. That kind of creepy, kind of cool feeling when you walk past a coffee shop and suddenly, bam, a coupon for that exact place pops up on your phone. How on earth does it know? Well, it's not magic. It's just really, really smart marketing. So why does where matter so much all of a sudden? Let's pull back the curtain and talk about the incredible power of location in the world of marketing today. So what's the official name for this location-based wizardry? Well, it's got one: Geo Marketing. At its core, it's all about using location data, the where, to make your marketing smarter, way more personal, and, a whole lot more effective. It's about meeting your customers right where they are, literally. And check out how this actually works. The data comes from stuff we use every single day: our phone's GPS, our Wi-Fi's IP address. It's these simple signals that let businesses understand what we're doing on a huge scale, from an entire country right down to a single aisle in a store. So how do businesses actually use all this data? Well, it pretty much boils down to four key strategies. You can think of this as the official playbook for geo marketing. We're going to break down each one of these, and you'll see how they go from broad and simple to incredibly precise. Let's kick things off with the one you've probably experienced the most: geo-targeting. First step, geo-targeting. This is the most straightforward of the bunch, really. It's just about showing ads to people in a specific area. Like a local pizza place targeting ads only to people within a 5-mile radius. It's simple, yeah, but it's also incredibly effective. Next, we have geofencing. Now, this is where things get really, really clever. A business draws a virtual fence around a real-world location. The second your phone crosses that invisible line, it triggers an action, like sending you a notification. This is how that coffee shop gets you with a coupon right as you walk by. It's so powerful because it hits you at that perfect moment of impulse. Then there's proximity marketing, which gets even more specific. Using tech like Bluetooth beacons, it can target customers who are just a few feet away. I mean, imagine walking down the cereal aisle and getting an offer for a specific brand right there on your phone. That is proximity marketing in action. And finally, we can zoom all the way out to the big picture with regional segmentation. This isn't just about one ad. This is about tailoring entire campaigns. So, for example, a clothing company might see that people in Florida buy swimsuits all year long, while people in Maine only buy them in the summer. They can then adjust their whole marketing strategy based on that simple insight. Okay, so the strategies make sense, but what tools actually make all this happen? How do you get your hands on this kind of data? Let's take a look at some of the most common platforms out there. So here's a quick look at the big players. You've got tools like Google Analytics 4 or GA4, which is fantastic for just understanding where your website visitors are coming from. And then, of course, you have the ad platforms themselves, like Google Ads and Facebook Ads, which give you these incredibly powerful reports on how your campaigns are doing in different cities and regions. All right, that's enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty. How can you actually pull this data for yourself? We're going to walk through how to run your very first report right now. For this walkthrough, we'll use GA4, and for a good reason. It's foundational, it's accessible, and it's something that pretty much any business with a website can start using immediately. And look how simple this is. In just a few clicks inside the demographics reports, you can see exactly which countries, regions, or even which cities are bringing you your most engaged customers or your biggest sales. The insights are just sitting there, and honestly, it's surprisingly easy to find. But here it is, the most important part of this whole thing. What do you actually do with the report? Because, getting the data is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you turn those numbers into action. I mean, this slide just says it all. On the left, you've got a problem. Sales are down in some city, but you're just guessing why. Your ad money is all over the place. But on the right, you used a geo report to pinpoint the exact city that's underperforming, you created a targeted offer just for them, and you turned a problem into a huge win. So here's your game plan. First, find your hotspots, the places that love you, and double down on what's working. Next, find the weak spots and figure out why they aren't converting. Then, you shift your budget away from what's not working and put it toward what is. And finally, you create messages that feel local, that really connect with people in that area.
So, when it comes right down to it, geomarketing isn't really about data points and spreadsheets. It's about connecting with your customers in the real world where they live and work. Your customers are already on the map. The only question left is, do you know where to find them?